Hey everybody, just a quick progress report update on my projects I'm working on. My Belial model is halfway done with his armor color being done, a little bit more than half. Once I finish his armor color, I have to go back and do all the detail work and cleanup work, for both gun pieces and the eyes and the weapons and whatnot. And then he'll be done, but he's got 3 sets of arms, so he's going to take some time. Hopefully I can get it done this weekend, depending on what I'm doing tomorrow and whatnot, but who knows. I have some modeling ADD, and especially when it comes to Forge World, so me and my friends made a Forge World order, and I bought some stuff, including this Mark IV dreadnought you see. Pretty much, I am showing you this because of what I did to it, which you can't tell right now. But before I do that, a quick rundown of a dreadnought is the head usually comes separate. It comes with it, but unattached, so you glue it into the face how you want. And then the feet are unattached from the legs, but the legs are one piece, so the shin armor is attached. I also have a Dark Angel dreadnought I bought from them as well, with arms. So what I'm going to do when I do that dreadnought is I'm going to do a let's build a Forge World dreadnought type of video thing, and we're going to go from start to finish, from taking out all the packaging, looking at all the pieces, and assembling it and painting it. We'll go through it step by step together, just to help for fun. But one thing that I'm going to do on that I already did on this guy, and I think everybody should do on the walkers, like the dreadnoughts and whatnot, is pin the torso to the hips. And by that I mean it's able to rotate like this, still sit on flushly without sagging over or tipping. And then if you got a destroy result, pop, there you go. What you do is you use pinning set. I suggest using a pinning set pin for this, not just a paper clip. Using something that has a little more strength to it. You essentially drill straight down into the hip joint with a smaller drill, and then this drill of appropriate size. You cut some piece of pin piece to it. You don't glue it in right away. You cut it longer than you need, but not too long to be crazy. And you dab the top with paint. Sit this on top of it best you can, center, to get a really good idea of center. Then you do the same drilling technique for small drill bit and bigger drill bit. Drill deep into both. Again, set the pin into the hole. Don't glue it just yet. And then, and test it. See how far it sits down. Take them out. Do a dry fit. Do a dry fit before you even do all this, to see how it's supposed to sit on the hip. Then once you get it to sit on the hip after clipping and filing or whatnot, then glue the pin into the hip. Wait till it's fully dry, and then you got a pin dreadnought. This also is great for storage. If I can get them back on, I one-handed. Well, you know what I mean. I can't get it back on. There we go. But for storage, if you don't have a foam that's this tall, you can just pop them off using a much smaller foam, sit them right next to each other, and then sit his arms in another foam, or make it a big piece to put his arms. For dreadnought arms, I don't suggest gluing them ever, because of the options you have. Keep your options open. The generic Games Workshop dreadnought kit comes with the assault cannon, the last cannon, the dreadnought close combat weapon, and the missile launcher arm. So you might as well paint them all up and not glue them, so you have the options. Regular friction will hold Games Workshop arms onto the Games Workshop dreadnought. What I noticed with Forge World is that these sit loosely, which isn't a bad thing. It's just it requires you to magnetize it, and because it'll just sit loosely. One thing I have noticed with the dreadnought close combat arm is that because it comes in so many pieces, this top part, there we go. This top part is disconnected from this part. This part is disconnected from the main arm. The part where the 4 blades sit is disconnected from the main arm, and the 4 blades are individual. So it's a lot of assembling for one arm. But the resin piece where the hole is pretty thin. So once you glue it with super glue, you may be able to drill the magnets into there. I don't know, I'm going to test it. I'll let you know how that goes when you see this guy fully done. I'm not going to tell you what he's for yet. That's a surprise. But, so yeah, that's just a little update video there. My Dark Angels dreadnought is still in pieces. I don't know when I'm working on that. When I do, I'll take you along for the ride fully. I have two super heavy tanks, a Stormblade from a while ago, a Stormlord kit. I got my Titan from forever ago that has still sitting in pieces. I cleaned it all up, with simple green and whatnot, but I have not yet assembled it. Soon, hopefully very soon, I can get started on that. It's just a conundrum of time and space. So yeah, when Belial's done, you'll see that. I'll probably be working on this guy too. So expect this guy updated, expect some unit in depth and some codex in depth when the space when codex comes out. And yeah, everything else that I happen to do along the way, you'll of course see it when it's done. Or if I feel like I want to show you, or have to show you something like pinning or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And until next time, take it easy.